economics, you have to know the law that goes along with it.
Well, and then you also have to have politicians that's putting things in place. See, black people has always been subjugated and at the mercy of policymakers. Like, let's not mince words here. So, like, we've always lived where they told us we can live. We've been redlined to certain neighborhoods.
Well,
So when you say gentrification, we got $1 million in every household. But if they say they deem this is valuable and they want us out,
well,
they will get us out.
Well, this is where the law comes in. So if you're more, or if you consider yourself black, and they are saying that they're moving you out and raising taxes, there are laws that prevent anybody from moving you off of that.
That's not true. That's eminent domain, and if they want to get you out, there's nothing you really can do about it. Ask the blacks that was living up in Central Park and got kicked out, because they would kick you out, and they'll use eminent domain, and you can't live there no more. They'll say, yo, this is for the government, and
The
for
government
purposes.
a government is a business. It can't own property.
That's not true.
That is true.
You see government-owned parks and all of that.
I would just say that if you understand, no matter how much money you have, the system might still treat you a certain particular way. But if you're really able to understand how investments work and how to create wealth, we don't have these conversations.
Right.
The habit in saving is something, man. Saving is something. It's just like to understand it conceptually. There's certain communities, we know what these communities are, where if they make $1, they're saving 90 cents of it automatically. Like it's in their DNA. And I think, I tell my kids all the time, don't get the credit card, right? The college kids, don't get the credit card, right? Don't mess up your credit. Invest in mutual funds. And then in 10 years, watch where that money grows.
Right.
But if you want the money now, if you don't understand how money works, then you can't sit at the table to have these conversations, because you already don't have the economic resources to bring anything to the table, and nobody pays attention to a constituency that doesn't have any financial resources to bring to the discussion.
Exactly. So within controlling our own dollars in our own community, I mean, it brings a sense of pride to the neighborhood, a self-respect to the neighborhood, and outsiders see that. See, that's the whole main point, is outsiders seeing how we perceive, how we handle ourselves, how we deal with ourselves, and then if we respect one another, then the outsiders will respect us, and we won't get shot down and killed and murdered senselessly.
Yeah, and they look at us as consumers as opposed to
Producers.
business owners, so on and so forth. Now, I mean, it's but then you got to think about like what these kids, coming up. It's not, the opportunity is there. You get what I'm saying? But what they're influenced by, and